6 control mirrors going all the way. Ren, the first disciple, winning a Warlock mirror, going all the distance.
They come to the grand finals with a 1-game advantage. So
good. It looks like it's an American onesie.
That's if that match is a lot better than the jacket did, I have to say.
Watch him nail this triple backflip reverse as he approaches the vault.
Can we get Muzzy some chalk over there?
Flawless execution. Meanwhile, Chalky looks like he's ready for bed as well. So it's maybe everyone's wearing pajamas except for Zalay. It looks like he's in gym clothes. Dog, of course, and Team Liquid, they're kind of talking about how they're just feeling like they're in the zone. And it's a good thing that series ended really quick because it's not even noon. And we were kind of projected to go for, it's one of those interesting things where we could have a team of friends, essentially, triumph in Season 2 as we go into game number 2, effectively.
Yeah.
Of this best of 11. Love You Lots is currently up 1-0 because of a default score and a winner's bracket advantage. And they are going to be busting out an aggro druid, something that we haven't seen all weekend, nor do we expect. We've seen ramp druid, we've seen jade druid. Will aggro druid be able to surprise Rogue here, which is something that I think a lot of people weren't accounting for. Aggro Druid is on paper fantastic against Rogue.
I was testing around with a weird version of Aggro Druid yesterday where you run Corridor Creepers and Menagerie Wardens.
Yeah.
And you play Corridor Creeper for free, Menagerie Warden, copy it. So you get 3 5/5s or 6 mana.
Finally, the Fire Bat prophecy has come true a year and change later when they predicted that Menagerie Warden would be a meta breaker.
It is insane. But you have to get to that point first. You have to have Corridor Creeper in your hand, get it reduced, and then play Menagerie Warden. But I have a feeling that Aggro Druid is still going to be a force to be reckoned with as we move forward in Kobolds and Catacombs, as it has been for almost the whole year. It's sort of a sleeper deck. People have been focusing on Jade Druid as the deck to beat, but I think that Aggro Druid often slips through the cracks, and that's a pretty good opening hand with a lot of one-drops plus Mark the Lotus to be able to follow things up.
Yeah, turn 1 is so important for Aggro Druid in almost every matchup. Aggro Druid gets actually kind of an unfair reputation for being like a very easy aggro deck. It is very easy from turn 3 onwards, in my opinion, but the first 2 turns has so many variations of what you can do and how the combat ends up resolving that if you don't pick the right choice in the first 2 turns, that almost sets you up for failure for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So they choose to coin. I was actually kind of anticipating maybe some early 1-drops here, but they just want to get Druid the Swarm out to protect the rest of their board, so that way Mark the Lows can get either maximum value or they'd have to use tempo in order to fight back.
Yeah, but the jig is up here for Love You Lots as Team Liquid realizes that this is aggro, so they go ahead wide on the board instead of dagger up. Let's go ahead and listen into Love You Lots. A few options here. Corridor Creeper drawn. Let's listen in.
So
it's the same as ours.
Okay. So initially, I'm thinking Corsair, Lotus, value trades. That just seems...
Why do we Lotus? So we can eat the Raven instead of a 1-1? Because we're value trading the 2-1 with our 1-1 and our 1-5 into a 1-1. Like, we don't have to Lotus this turn. I want to Lotus next turn.
I was thinking I want to value trade with the patches, right? Into a 1-1.
Okay.
And then value trade into another pirate as well. It just makes the most sense.
So you want to Lotus now?
I want to Lotus now and value trade into pirates, yeah.
I know I want a Corsair.
Yeah.
I mean, value trading a 1-1 into a 2-1 is value trade. You don't have to Lotus to get a value trade off that.
Well,
like, this is a value trade, and this is a value trade without the Lotus.
Okay.
I like not Lotus.
I want to trust Muzzy, but...
Alright, just go with the Enchanted Raven.
Yeah. Let's do that. Be good for them. That's really good for us. I think we dagger it. We can't develop the Creeper this turn.
Yeah, we can. We can just trade the patches in and play Creeper.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I think I like that.
Yeah, do that. We kind of get punished by Power of the Wild into value trade.
I mean, I think we get punished by a lot of stuff
I
at this
think
point.
we can preemptive poke Raven, then we can dagger the taunt guy after. Actually, not if they buff it.
Yeah, the buff kind of hurts us, but we can't really do much about that, can we?
So should we hold the Raven if we do that?
Well, if we dagger, okay, so if we dagger punch trade and then they end up hero powering the thing or trading, how much does our second Creeper cost?
4?
costs 4, and the other one costs 1, so we can't play both.
Choose soon.
Or in, yeah,
So do you want to play creeper here?
I think so. Wanna bump? With a 2-2?
I don't think we bumped the 2.
Yeah, we get punished by buff,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
I mean, we get punished by buff anyway, right?
Yeah, kinda. Well, we can dagger.
They played that really early.
Mm.
So
So we could play.
Firefly, Flame Elemental, Mark the Lotus, Value Trade the Taunt.
and we don't get the creeper down right now. I kind of like getting a creeper down,
Well,
but
getting a creeper down.
We're only
is
discounting
awkward.
it's
it by
not
1.
great. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Should
No,
I do
it's
this?
we'd have to double trade into their 5/5 if we wanted that.
Well, if we wanted that,
It-
we
that's kind
trade.
of good, right? Firefly, Flame Ellie, Lotus, double trade the 5/5, value trade the 2/2, and play a 5/5. Is that good or no?
What to do?
Then we just have 2 3s, a 5/5, and a 2/2. Is that good? That seems insane.
Yeah, so we missed like 5 face damage.
Yeah, but
It's good.
you're just wrecking
Yeah.
them, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
Firefly.
Yeah.
Firefly, Flame Ellie, Lotus.
Lotus now.
Full clear, right?
Yeah, you go. Yep. That into that. That into that. Yep. And now you just play Azir.
Big boy on the left. Werewolf Alpha positioning.
This aggro druid is getting further ahead, and Team Liquid, oh wow, that Firefly actually does set up an opportunity for them to have a Zoom and a Quarter Creeper and the Vile Spine Slayer. I was thinking about how they could utilize this Vile Spine effectively, and that all but guarantees them a spot for them to get back onto the board. But is it too late by then? Is aggro druid have too much damage going on?
The battle of the Corridor Creepers. And Power of the Wild picked up.
That is UC.
4 Corridor Creepers drawn and to be played this game.
Right.
This is the meta in a nutshell at the moment. At least for Trinity series. Maybe on ladder right now, all the deck builders of the world are scrambling to find decks that beat these Corridor Creeper tempo decks. But time to go ham.
Yeah, I like it. Just being able to pressure the life total. And so what if you Quarter Creeper and Vile Spine, you're accepting at least 15 damage.
Yep. Cyberdrawer lethal. Mark of the Lotus lethal. Another Power of the Wild lethal.
Yeah. Anything that's just basically 2 to 3 damage here should wrap up the game. Oh,
Dire Mold, not so much, but I forgot that that was even a neutral for some reason. I thought that was a Hunter Beast. The only Hunters were going to play it, but
I think Dire Mole actually goes better in aggro druid than in Hunter. Because Hunter doesn't, I mean, it effectively could use that 1/3, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't even make that Mirrored Hunter that much better versus putting it in Druid because of Mark of Yashiraj is so insane.
yeah. Or you know, a lot of times you'd rather have a 2/4 than like a 3/3 and Enchanted Rate. Well, it just gives you additional.
Yeah.
You're not going to play one over the other, but it gives you an additional benefit to having that because 2/4 can be really good for trading.
Dire Mole just survives a lot of the hero power plus 1 damage plays like Fireflies or Pirates. So it's just really effective to land the Mark Yashiraj. Plus, like you said, the buff version of it scales much better too.
Yeah. But if Team Liquid can somehow stall until Bone Mare, maybe their average draw is going to be a little bit better. Tar Creeper could be a way for them to stall some points of damage, especially if they pick up a way to remove. And Claw allows them to...
Wow.
They would take, what, they would go up 2 health, so they would end up taking 4 from the Corridor Creeper if they were to attack into it. But I think it's definitely worth that damage.
Yeah, so they go down to 5 health. Things are starting to get a little bit close because now Team Liquid is 1 turn away from landing Bone Mare. Lovely Lots needs a big draw. Let's listen in.
Kill them so they're dead, Zoe. Kill them so they're dead.
I'm gonna cross out Rogue. That's kind of been my job this
Teamwork.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good cross out considering it was banned.
Doesn't play the Jade Druid or the big Druid that everyone's expecting. They
Banned away. They've relied on that deck a lot, but they've had a ton of success with Paladin and Hunter or Warrior. So who knows what they could have in store for us.
Here, they are going to play their own aggro Druid. Whoa, wait. I wasn't expecting this either.
No.
I thought that for a second that they were just going to play like a warrior into this or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we're sort of moving into effectively what is game number 3, but love you lots again since they came from the winner's bracket. They did come into the grand finals with a 1-game advantage. So even though we've only seen them win 1 game with Druid, they did get the 1-game advantage from the winner's bracket. And patches drawn.
you're
for
happy
Team
to
Liquid.
see the captain. You're happy to see the mark of the Lotus. Not happy to see the patches. That kind of ruins all of the synergies within it. Team Love You Lots has a pretty bad opening hand there, so I think they're going to mulligan everything. It kind of depends on what they think the Druid is, though, right? Because I wonder what read that they're making on Team Liquid right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
So if you see a Druid countered into your aggro Druid, what do you think? Could it be a taunt recruit Druid of some kind to just stop
Yeah,
him?
or Big Druid probably wouldn't even be good, even with Spreading
What is
Blade.
this? 2 patches draws, but they have Enchanted Raven with the mark of Yashiraj. Let's go ahead and listen in.
Enchanted Raven bird noise. The other thing you do with the Raven is just say nevermore. You sound sophisticated.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Mirror.
It could be aggro Jade, but probably
No,
mirror.
mirror.
Yeah.
Right.
BT.
So, the
Did
one
we play the one we kept or the one we didn't?
if we play the one we didn't keep, like they might think they're not gonna keep Mark
Okay,
blind,
yeah.
right? So keep the other one hidden. It'll.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So-
play the left one.
But left, right?
Play the one we kept.
Yeah, Muzzy's saying, yeah.
What to do?
Kill it so it's dead.
Going first and they just nail the Raven turn 1. Come on, bro.
We played off.
Yeah, we play it. We have to, right?
Rip Lord is like.
Yeah, I think we have to.
One drop, please.
Broad heard you. Heard you and you wanted to have some fun.
So we can go patches Lotus trade.
So you want to Lotus just this one, just to get the card out of our hand, make it more resilient to their Patches Lotus.
What about
Yes.
Patches Power the Wild trade?
Ooh.
Yeah,
that-
I'm thinking potentially we might make a 3-2 next turn, looking at our
buff it?
hand.
But we have a draw from Marquee Charge towards small minions to Mark the Lotus.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think the worst case scenario is them killing our Raven.
how do they kill it? Oh, if we buff it to 3 health, they can't kill it, right?
It's
They'd have to
unlikely
coin
they
swipe.
kill it.
It's not real.
They don't play swipe.
Okay. I mean,
I've seen a lot of swipe in aggro Druid.
Like, it's just a small choice there. So
we
what
could
are we
also.
doing? What are we
Okay. Just patches power then.
Yeah, I like that. We're most likely marking next turn, which means we'll hit something to Lotus a lot, right?
Pretty sure. Wait, it's never a 3 coin 1, right?
No.
Yeah, just trying to see. Okay, yeah, just Captain seems fine.
If he ends up buffing this again, we can just kill it with the patches. But it's the best we have right now.
So we know they have patches.
They
in
have
hand.
coin still, so
How do they deal with the 7-2?
remember coin,
Ye-
coin living.
They deal with patches.
They also have patches, yeah. They can patches buff.
I'm pretty sure we.
We need to buff it more.
Yeah, buff it. Buff it. See the draw.
Probably gonna Raven Lotus.
Mhm.
My
Yeah.
first guess.
All first, PogChamp.
Even Lotus. Trade.
It gets it up to 3 health. It still dies to like a Patches Savage Roar clear.
If
Yeah,
it-
but that's...
they patches.
And they
roar.
don't kill the 3-1.
Yeah.
So we're thinking, do we trade is the question, right? Because
Well,
we could give them a VT. That's rough.
yeah. Let's trade, please.
I'm gonna Raven Lotus trade. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no option.
That's a big boy.
No.
What is this board state? I think we have to coin our Cobalt.
Coin.
I mean, what else are we gonna do? Our Crip Lord has to carry us.
Yeah, I agree. We could go like patches, power,
What to
Mark.
do?
But I think those cards are more valuable.
Yeah.
I like the.
Yeah, I
skill
think it's
bin.
a skill bin.
What was that thing? 8 health? How 8 attack? What happened?
They buffed it twice with a mark.
Mark? They really drew double mark?
Mark and double buff. Like
That's
double
crazy.
buff, so.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, man, if they think that's enough, they're in, or nuts, they're in for a rude awakening on what's going to happen in the next couple turns here. So, Corridor Creeper can go down to 4 mana this turn if you trade in 2 minions.
Then they could, well, they could kill off
Yeah.
and Mark of the Lotus. So they'd have a 4/4, a 6/6, and be able to push 4 damage, put them to 21. So the next turn they'd have 10 plus 6, 7, so 17 on the board next turn with Savage Roar. So they're not setting up for a lethal with that way. But that's the only way they get the Corridor Creeper down this turn. So I think they do just have to make. Well, they could.
They can mark Hero
no.
Power, just push 9.
They could mark Hero Power, just push 9. That's correct.
That does seem kind of weak for the mana usage. Because Savage Roar doesn't seem like it's going to get much value this game because you've just been stacking tall minions as opposed to wide minions.
Yeah.
So what if you Savage Roar instead? No, but then you keep Mark of the Lotus, and it's effectively the same thing as Hero Powering.
I kind of like just the trade over. Oh, wow.
Okay. I mean, this is kind of what we were talking about originally. Like, Savage Roar gets 6 damage in, which is probably what they're going to do. That's all it's going to do this game. The only problem is that was pretty bad development. They just got a lot of damage in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like that play as much as just trading and playing Corridor Creeper, but plus Market the Lotus. Because they would have a 4/4 and a 6/6, which wouldn't get removed, which would mean Savage Roar was still 6 damage on the following turn.
Right. Team Liquid has Crypt Lord to get in the way of the Raven, and they can start buffing stuff. Let's go ahead and listen in. This is a crucial turn for TL.
We're not dead to Roar if we face tank it, right?
But then, do you develop anything?
We're not developing anything. The board's clear, but then we have Crypt Lord.
Wait, why don't you like?
I like all these 4.
Yeah, why do you like all these 4? So we have a 4/3 on board.
Yeah. And then Crypt Lord turn after.
Wait, what's your plan?
Patches.
Power, 3/2.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, we lose living mana, but that's fine.
I mean, I can't.
Yeah, we can't beat it.
We lose to a lot of stuff at this point.
Now we have a unit. Haha.
We can draw like Mark now, and maybe draw Mark.
Oh yeah, Mark on Crypt Lord's pretty good.
I mean, even on the other guy to draw card. Maybe we need a card.
Okay, so they've played all their +1 buffs.
Yeah,
besides
they
Mark.
have.
So here, so they don't have any creepers. We can just spit out our hand here.
It makes sense to me.
Do we face tank 5 for some reason?
Face tank
can
5 would be good if they value trade.
Is it good? Yeah. So you're thinking they don't have to respect our 6/6 because we have to top deck.
We always play everything, right?
I think so.
Now let's evaluate.
I think we are supposed to punch it.
I think so too. I think our life doesn't matter. I think they want to evaluate.
Their life's high enough that theirs
Yeah.
doesn't matter yet either. Yeah.
Alright.
5/3 into 6/6. Hero Power.
Yeah.
The rest.
Yeah.
Wait. What if we value trade? Hold on, wait. What's Crypt Lord out?
Yeah, value trade seems better actually
No,
because.
because they'll kill our Crypt Lord.
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah,
Hero
no,
power.
no.
It
Okay,
does. Yeah. It's just this.
Alright, yeah, play everything. We have double mark in our deck, but they have... I mean, the health total doesn't matter at all, right?
No.
So it's just the matter
Now it's
of-
basic. Like the thing is that.
even, basically.
Yeah, it's even. But if we draw living mana, we win. If they draw living mana,
They win.
I don't know if they win because we can draw the buff. So.
But if we draw it, Crypt Lord is so big, so we just win.
Looks like they got it. No? Yeah, they got it.
Come on.
They're good at this game.
Man, how does this happen? Like.
That's fine. They can get living mana and maybe live a turn. And trade. Okay, mark the 2/3. We need card.
Well,
Oh my
sometimes that
goodness.
just happens.
Yeah. I mean, Firefly keeps them resilient, I think. Hold on, how much life do they got? They kill off 2. I think they might be, even if they're alive, they're barely alive.
Yeah, they are alive by 1.
Yeah, barely alive.
And any buff card, I believe, would do it.
Single point of damage.
Not quite, but
Okay.
I mean, all these tokens that are trading into the Crypt Lord are still going to live. That's the big thing. So they're not even like contesting the board very much. And I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, Lovey Lots can just go face and play the Druid of the Swarm. I don't even know if they want to trade. They're just going to have almost guaranteed lethal next turn if they set their opponent to 2.
Yeah, and they've seen a lot of the board buffs already. The big reason why you would trade against a board in this position is because you're afraid of potential Mark of the Lotus or Power of the Wild, but so many have been used already, and the 1/5 gets in the way of a bunch of stuff. Quarter Creeper's fantastic card, kind of useless in this spot, and that's going to be game 3 to Love You Lots, 3-0, halfway to claiming the Season 2 championship.
And imagine that's the case because they brought aggro Druid themselves.
Right. Team Liquid couldn't answer it, and right now they're just completely firing on all cylinders, and Team Liquid is going to turn to their warrior, which looks like to be some kind of slow defensive warrior having the armor smiths in hand. That's what I was expecting originally, but Love You Lots has the Enchanted Raven, Market Yashiraj, and Drew the Storm. That's really powerful options. I'm even tempted to 4-keep here. Power of the Wild is also really good with being able to stack taller minions instead of going super wide against warrior.
Yeah, that's quite enticing. I might throw away one of the cards here. Maybe Druid of the Swarm.
True.
To try and look for another 1-drop, but I do like what you were talking about going tall instead of wide. But let's go and listen to Love You Lots and hear their thoughts.
But happy.
Yeah.
All right, they kept the middle one.
Yep. It can easily be quest, right? Because you just mold a quest, so, and that's what they were day 1. There's a world where they still are on that train.
Do we make 2 guys? Do we make Taunt Guy? In the world of 2-mana war, I actually Taunt Guide, but we left that world.
Hey, that world's
So
gone.
the next turn is what? Armor Smith?
It's Armor Smith, Armor Up, Slam.
So we either Raven or we Raven Coin Firefly.
It could also be a Recruit Warrior. That's a new control the archetype.
I like, if they're controlling, I like coining out the one to push the most damage
Coin out the one
possible.
guarantees it lives for the mark.
We don't need that, but yeah. We're going to want to draw off the mark.
Yeah.
We Raven Coin
The
Firefly.
mark.
We always do this
Yes.
to set up the marked value trade on
Coin the
Armor Smith,
Firefly.
and we coin the Firefly because you don't need to
I thought
save
you-
the coin, and
I
it's
thought
more
you were talking
pressure.
about coining the 1/5. My bad. Yeah.
No, that's an old world play.
Well, yeah. Gotta get
We don't do
slammed.
anything.
Nice.
Worst top deck. Pogchamp.
Fine. Job's done. Just need to draw the weapon and we're fine. Or Brawl. Any of those.
Yes. That lets us potentially control
Yes,
and
it controls the thing, right? Patches doesn't
thinking
die
I
either.
don't want them to get free battle rage value.
Good,
chances
good
they
job.
play it.
Good job. Pretty high. Play it in taunt. Okay, so Armor Smith means it's very likely taunt or Nazoth. Probably taunt, given that's what they played.
We don't have. We need a cycle.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, okay. I like it.
If he trades this turn, then we can tar next. Play quest tar. If you even want to play quests, like
I don't think we want to play quest because
wanna-
then they play again around
we
more
want to
stuff.
make, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We want to make them think we have more than we do, because we're kind of low on stuff.
Yeah,
What's best at setting up a?
Blood Razor.
Well, we're gonna want to kill the
I'm
Blood
thinking
Razor.
about health in terms of sleep. Like if we can get anything to 4 post Blood Razor.
They have the same health whether we Tar Creeper or Druid of the Swarm.
So you
The Druid of the
Tar
Swarm
Creeper,
puts
right?
more. No, the Druid of the Swarm puts more minions in play for Power of the Wild buff the turn after.
But next turn we go 1/1 power,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter. We want to
Star
spend the
Creeper
mana.
costs more mana. It's better to save
So
the
what-
one.
No, 2 plus
No.
1.
No.
Depends
We
on
have a
mana.
1/1/2 next turn.
It's like developing. We won't
We
get
go.
the 2
We
damage.
kill the
for
weapon.
it.
We play 1 and we buff, right?
It's
Okay.
just that we don't immediately have to.
Okay.
We get the turret.
So
Okay,
we're
so
gonna
we
Tar-
Tar Creeper on the left.
Waits for no one.
Sure.
It's on the left. Garrosh, whatever.
Yeah, and just
Yeah, rush on turn 4.
okay. Okay. That's a card. Okay. Dark Reaper?
No quest, right?
No,
No
no, no,
quest.
no. Or the LUL.
We have more than we do.
This is one of the slowest but fastest setups for Aggro Druid versus a Quest Warrior that you'll see in a while, where like every single possibility is being mapped out by Lovely Lots, and I really like how they've gone about this so far.
Planning for every scenario, including the worst case, you know. Heard them talking about what happens if they have Bloodraiser. Well, this is going to be our plan next turn if they have Bloodraiser.
Right.
What if they have this? What if they're this archetype?
So no Bloodraiser this turn, so they end up just playing the Bloodseal Corsair, going for a wide board now, forcing them to either have the Ravaging Ghoul Brawl now, and if they have the Ravaging Ghoul and Sleep with the Fishes or Brawl, then they can Living Mana. And if they somehow manage to kill off a few minions, but still leave a couple back, they can Scale Bane. So this is a really good option that explores every single avenue. And once again, Lovely Lots pressuring just enough to make Liquid uncomfortable, and they do not have the proper tools.
Not even close to the proper tools. They need Brawl.
Well, they have
Something.
Sleep with the Fishes.
I guess they have Sleep, yeah. And if Lovely Lots decides to trade in a lot of their stuff here, Sleep with the Fishes could be quite devastating. But let's go ahead and listen into Lovely Lots. Curious to hear what they're thinking going into this turn 6.
Mark, right?
Mark on the Tar Creeper, that's weak to execute.
That's weak to execute. Yeah,
She
not on the
execute better against sleep stuff.
What do you want, Mus?
Yeah. You need to start going soon.
I want to mark Firefly or Flame
And
Alley.
we have to hero power, right?
Yeah. And then trade like 2/2 patches, I think, right?
This and the 2/2 patches and the hero power.
Are we trading in patches?
Time waits for no one.
Sure the patches goes in?
Is this
Of
one?
course.
Yeah, do that one, yeah. Let's keep minions.
Not really weak to
Right.
stuff. Be afraid of Roar.
Yeah, we kind of want them to clear. If they have a clear, we want them to do it soon. That way we mana before the Primordial Drake turn.
Yeah.
Because if not, we have to draw a buff. And
We'll Sleep clears everything except for the Tar Creeper, right?
Like, wait, why do we wanna, like, we can just have Ghoul Sleep for, like, next turn. I mean,
What are we doing next?
now,
Like,
now Sleep kills 2 minions, the other kills 4, but they're not even that strong. Like, they don't contest our 2/3s, right? So why do we wanna do that? They don't even, like, get good trades or anything.
if we go Ghoul Sleep and they play Living Mana, we just bump into the 4/6 and we play a 6/9. And how are they going to get past that? They have no mana. They have to trade everything.
Okay, that's a
in,
good
right?
point. That's a good point.
No, I like Goldfish.
Okay, sure.
So which fish? The first
Far,
one, right?
far left. Yeah, that's a good point about leaving one, actually.
Like,
Yeah, and also we can draw another will.
base and hit them up.
Just
Right?
I'm not going to be able to play around the Primordial Drake, but whatever.
Now we're
No, it's turn 7.
Yeah, I know. Next turn, though, I'm saying.
Well,
It-
we
it
get to
sets-
trade them in is the thing. This is
Okay,
the best
sure,
it
sure.
gets without a buff.
I agree with that.
Other plays are just miserable, right?
The Lotus next turn. What?
Ooh, Team Liquid has one of the new cards, the Gem-Studded Golem. This is a 6 mana 6/9, kind of the Direhorn matriarch form of the
5/9.
big taunt. Is it 5/9?
5/9, yeah.
Apologies.
And it can only attack if you have 6 or more armor, 5 or more armor.
Yeah, it's a significant amount of armor.
So it's similar to the Ironwood Golem in Druid. 5 or more armor, that's right. So it's just a big body that's quite overstated for its cost. And you could hear Team Liquid talking about, well, we can go Whirlwind Sleep now or Ghoul Sleep now. And then they're never getting through.
Yeah, it was all set up for this turn specifically. if they're going to play the Golem or Serenite Chain Gang and Dirty Rat, because Dirty Rat will have no downside right now. They can just play it as a 2/6 to contest all of these little 2/2 tokens. And they can also fit in the quest, I guess. It's interesting that they held the quest. I think at this point they recognize that they don't need to win with the quest, and they hold the card to make the Druid afraid of what they could have. When they're holding a card, there always is a possibility of something.
If it makes them hold back one minion that would otherwise kill them, then they hold on to the quest.
Right. Right. It's going to be much more influential for the threat of a card as opposed to actually having something.
Yeah.
And the quest won't determine if you win or lose the game.
And to be honest, I really like this play from Team Liquid. Identifying Dirty Rat won't pull out a minion, and also that with 1 mana available, only 1 mana available, the trades are super weird into Serenite Chain Gang. It effectively takes 4 living mana tokens to deal with 1 4-mana card. So a pretty tough thing to deal with. But let's go and listen into Love You Lots now. Not much to do. Let's see if they want to start trading minions in.
They
Use the power of the wild. They may not respect it.
we have power. We have Lotus Draws.
I like trading 1 to get 4 next
Waits
turn.
for no one.
I feel like they would trade for us, but
You think they'll trade for us? Do you want to just pass? We played a power is the thing.
I think I just want to pass.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do it. Thing in, sadly.
We do? They only have
They might have a power.
yeah.
I like Stonehill and then bump everything. I'm not sure that we play Jump Studded because it dies to Roar, and then they might play Corridor Creeper. And then we don't have an answer to that.
Alright, I can see that. And
Yeah,
we
I can see that. I want Stone Kill, I
I want
think.
to play Stonehill though.
Yeah, I like it.
I like Bog Creeper more than Bloodhoof.
It's... Oh, we should have maybe thought about the quest again. Anyway.
Yeah, we
no,
should probably.
No, we shouldn't here because we might play a 5-drop
Huh?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true.
Wait, what?
after, right? We want to see what we get
Yeah,
from this because we might want to play a 5-drop.
Oh yeah.
I think
So-
it's...
Just Fen Creeper.
You sure? We can
Isn't
play
Fen
the quest
Creeper
with
just better?
this.
Do we need the quest?
Well, if they have a buffer.
if they have a buff, we're
we're
gonna sleep anyway, right? So isn't Brave just better?
But we don't have to sleep.
Yeah,
We don't have to sleep, are you sure?
Yeah, because
Alright, okay. Yeah,
like
Fen
Fen.
Creeper is fine.
I just trade. Pretty big wall.
For no one.
Oh, well, play card. Roar. Why did you do that last
Yeah. I didn't know the rope started.
Yeah. Okay, it's fine.
I thought it usually gives you more than 1
No,
turn, right?
that's fine. That's fine. So the 1/4 bump makes sense, right? The 1/4 is free, sort of, but maybe we don't need to. We want that corridor online, I think.
Yeah. So the rat definitely goes into the 2/4. Or one of ours
Living
goes
mana
into
goes
rat.
into his 2/4.
Yeah.
Living
I
mana
know
2/4.
Like what I instantly thought was
I'm gonna kill this and this. Clean.
Yeah. So that gives us
3 discounts goes to 2 mana.
it goes to 2, and we could play it.
Can we
we could
discount
throw
it even
something
more?
We could play the
The Druid Swarm's
1/5
good on
taunt.
board.
1/5 taunt. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's better. That's better.
For
Do
no
that.
one.
Take the free trade, because they can't whirlwind for value, right? They have 2 1s. Like, well, they can trade them in whirlwind, but that's good. Taunt, yeah.
Right, hit, ghoul, gemstone.
I don't want to ghoul.
I don't wanna go with sleep.
We have sleep in hand.
Don't you just wanna go,
Let's go
to
gem
quest?
Quest.
Quest Golem Hero Power?
Alright.
Do you want to play the quest? Yeah. I mean, they're all in, right?
Yeah, we might as well, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
They
we
are
might
all
as
in.
well.
Okay. So now they're thinking,
Wow, that's big.
you gotta get started. Oh, it's big, but it's really not amazing. So they can't attack with it right now, by the way. Unless they get an Armor Smith, but they won't have anything to trade if
Okay.
we trade both.
So we'd never beat Brawl, so
No.
we play everything.
play everything.
here. Yeah, 2/1 into 2/1.
Dude, no, yeah, it's fine.
Living mana,
Both trades, right?
trade. Yes.
Both trades play all. I mean, know they have a Stonehill card.
What's the point of playing the Lotus?
Point of playing the Lotus, so it would make our second living mana better. I see what Lay's saying.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to, right?
Plays around Drake
It
Fishes.
plays around him gaining armor somehow, killing our guy and trading, but that doesn't happen ever. That does not happen, yeah.
Time waits for no one.
So don't worry about it.
Don't beat Drake Fishes. I think.
Weapon's pretty good.
Weapon is decent.
Weapon's actually just the nuts.
Weapon is the nuts.
Drake is good enough as well.
Can't attack with the boy though.
Drake's really good. We still jam Serenite, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We don't ghoul sleep.
We're not ghoul sleeping now.
No, next turn I think.
We can't.
So how will they trade? They will trade 4
Yeah. It's really bad if we ghoul
and
sleep.
5/5.
Yeah, yeah. Let's not ghoul sleep. Okay. I like armor up.
Just
Chara.
armor up Serenite. We can attack next turn with our guy if they don't
I
do
think he's
anything.
probably gonna die, right?
Huh?
You don't think he's gonna die? I mean, they have to sacrifice
They
their
might not
guys.
trade.
Yeah,
They
so
might
it's
go
kind of
4-3
awkward.
into 2-3, 2-3 into 2-3, and then hero power, and then leave up the 2 5/5s.
So do we care about the buffs at all? Not so much, right? If they buff.
Oh, because we have ghoul.
Yeah.
It's starting to get pretty scrappy. It's both teams just fighting back and forth for the board, but Team Liquid has sort of the ultimate trump card here with the Sleep with the Fishes. They just want to look for a way to activate it well. One of those being Weapon, as they said, or Primordial Drake. And also sort of the mind games with the quest. Team Liquid didn't play the quest despite having enough mana for it and the top minions to play it, because they wanted Lots to think that it was a brawl. But then once Team Liquid realized that Lots was all in, they played the quest to start the progress, and then we went to Lots to listen in, and they echoed that same sentiment, like, okay, they played the quest, but we're not going to be brawl anyway, so we got to go all in. Like, it's really cool to see the reads back and forth and sort of the high-level plays we're seeing.
Well, this ends up going straight into what they were talking about. The Ravaging Ghoul and Sleep with the Fishes. Fantastic setup here from Team Liquid. And that is going to be a crushing sweep here for Lots.
They need second living mana.
Second living mana, or just a big enough minion to at least contest Team Liquid's 3/3 to at least get momentum back on their side. But they have so many dead draws. Like that one.
Yeah.
It's not completely dead. They can actually kill the Ravaging Ghoul. But Team Liquid just has to stick any reasonable sized minion at this point.
Which they have quite an abundance of in the deck, so curious to see why Team Liquid didn't decide to queue this over going with the mirror matchup. Did they really think it was that rough of a matchup?
Yeah, exactly. And Aggro Druid does have its own place against, several of other archetypes that exist in the metagame. If there's, some kind of deck that, like, if they're playing Hunter, for example, right? Like,
yeah.
Aggro Druid is really good against that. Sorry, I was taking a while to think about it. But there's definitely, like, a lot of archetypes that Aggro Druid can have its pocket. And I'm not sure why Team Liquid chose to do that. I'm sure they had tech specifically for the mirror, so they said, oh, we should be like pretty favored because we have a lot of like these cards that help swing it our way.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and now listen into Lots, see if there's any hope for them winning this game or if they're just trying to find some more info.
You can punch their guy. Right? Because it's going to hit into a 5 thing. Oh,
Nah, this
maybe it
happens a
won't.
lot.
Yeah, but you're always going to punch it next turn.
Savage
What
Road.
else?
Life-
What else would we want to punch next turn, though?
Our health. We need
Our
to
life
get rid
is
of our
low.
health.
We need to keep our health.
No. Right?
I would want to hold the punch.
Okay. Yeah. What you're saying? What else would we punch? The only thing is Savage Roar. Yeah. Okay.
Really though?
Yeah. I mean, we hit.
We just hit and execute.
this, right? Or do we?
Can we just trade and go face and push?
Trade go face?
No, because they'll buff another unit.
What now?
Yeah.
I think we might just want to ride at this point.
Yeah.
We kind of need the body.
There's no, there are taunts, so maybe we want to trade first.
Yeah, go ahead and trade execute.
So how do we trade? Free.
It doesn't matter how you trade. Just bump both in.
Oh, you want bump both.
I wonder.
It's not me.
How much are we at? Oh yeah, we got enough taunts left. I know we got Curator double Drake left.
We also have double weapon. And what else?
me sleepy.
Did you leave it, man?
This game might take a while, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, they'll concede.
Wow, we're so lucky, guys.
so how many taunts do we have left?
We have enough.
Everyone is writing
Yeah,
down
but
that we're
We
playing
have
Primordial
Stonehill,
Drake.
we have Tar,
Wow.
we have one more jump studded, one more Drake, and a Curator.
So it's like half the deck, okay.
Complete the quest. Get him.
Out of my jungle.
Do that one. Lethal. I see lethal.
Oops, I broke it down.
For the value trade.
I can see.
So what do they do now? Pala, Mage.
If you look at the effective amount of decks that Team Liquid gets to play, it's 5. So condition. And it scales well enough to the late game that they can't rely solely on no quest. So they feel obligated to keep the quest, but this is a pretty decent opening hand for Team Liquid.
Yeah, not too bad. They have Stonehill Defender, Tar Creeper, which can be some early game defense. And Dirty Rat, maybe not, but
Yeah, probably throw Dirty Rat. Stonehill Defender and Tar Creeper are great, though, if you want to have early game plays. Lovey Lots has also a pretty interesting option, too. Rallying Blade is not nearly as effective against this deck compared to other decks where you really want to killing stuff, but Violent Inquisitor is not necessarily that bad of a card to have if you don't have a 2-mana minion.
Yeah.
You can just hero power and set up Murloc War Leader.
that's right.
Other Peacekeeper, a little bit of an unusual choice for a Murloc Paladin. You don't always see that. What do you think that's in the deck for?
I honestly don't know. Corridor Creeper specifically, maybe, because it's so powerful right now, and maybe they feel like they need to get that Tempo tool out. If you both have a Corridor Creeper, but you can Aldor your opponents, then you can value trade over it.
Yeah.
But maybe this is just a little bit of a greedier Paladin list that goes later on in the game, so the list that we've tended to see have been a little bit greedier with Spiteful Summoners and double Dino size. And you were absolutely right, keeping the quest sort of has to be
High priority.
yeah, because of the fact that this matchup can go long and Murloc Paladin can hold its own in long matchups.
A lot of people peg Murloc Paladin as an aggressive deck when it's actually just a mid-range deck. It tends to build a lot of early game board pressure if it can, but most of the time it tries to swing with mid-game moments, or like Spiker's Teeth, a Bone Mare, a Tyrion. Those are the times when Murloc Paladin ends up winning the game, and they're able to have those decisive swings. As looks like we'll have to see if the reconnect fixture is working as intended in 10.0.
That's right. And of course, we do want to mention that these guys actually did play each other in the Trinity Series Finals. Game number 5 as we resume from the pause, the Murloc Paladin versus the Taunt Warrior.
Yeah, so this is straight back into the game. This is not a replay. We have reconnected. The technology has arrived. That is right.
It was deemed just confusing enough for new players.
Here we go. And Lovey Lots is they're presented with the opportunity to Murloc buff into the Tar Creeper trade, or go a little bit wider on the board and risk it against what Team Liquid could do to their board with a Ravaging Ghoul. Murloc War Leader seems kind of hard to pass up, though. And the nice thing about Gentle Megasaur is that you can also use it just as a way for Finja to guarantee get the value, because Finja can get poisonous and kill off even the biggest of taunts.
That's right. They're able to stick one minion. Curious to see what the actual list from Lebulots looks like. You know, what pieces of Kobolds and Catacombs are they including in this deck? Are they including the same types of tools that we've seen throughout the weekend with Corridor Creepers and Spiteful Summoners? Call to Arms.
Well, Call to Arms is so powerful that it made me even evaluate if I want to play Finja in the deck anymore.
Yeah.
Because there will be some redundancy sometimes where you play Finja and then you attack, and then Call to Arms doesn't have really anything to pull. Let's go ahead and start listening to the teams. Team Liquid ended up opting for a second Steel Hood Defender to help their quest because it didn't seem like the options were any better.
Which one is better?
Attack. I think so too. Like, why do we care about 2 health?
Yeah, so what do
versus
they
3?
do on 4? They do. Oh, we do care about it. Chain gang. The big reason, right?
Okay.
On 4, what are they doing? They're razoring, which means they're hitting into it, in which case attack is better. They're chain ganging, in which case health is better. It's an even split.
Chain gang's more likely.
But the downside of not the chain gang would be our guy dies. The blood razor would be they're 2 healthier. I want 1/1.
Yeah. Also, the chain gang is likelier because we have a read on not blood.
Yeah. I want volcanic might. That's the way.
The boys?
Yeah, how long can this
How
go?
long can
How
this go
long
on?
can this go on?
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Okay, it's not looking bad, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
For things. That's kind of smart. I mean,
Yeah,
Finya's a little good, but
If you play a 2/7, it lines up with the Finja and then 5/4. Like, next turn's Ali Armorsmith, right?
Let me
There's Ali
think.
Armorsmith, there's Ghoul Sleep,
What's that?
there's Hatchling.
yeah. So if it's hatchling and we leave a dude, yeah. I mean, so the Aldor gets better later is the argument, right? Why we wouldn't do it? We
Yeah.
could just Finja.
Okay.
They could have Ghoul Sleep, but that clears even if we Aldor. So I'd like to Finja, I think.
I'd like to Finja as well.
You care about positioning for some reason?
Broad gives. It's in the middle, cause. Yeah, middle. Garrosh, theoretically.
We are set up our brawl.
How
Serenade
long?
Again.
Yeah.
So Stonehill or Serenite?
I like Serenite.
Yeah, Sarah also prevents more
Lots a
damage,
lot of
right?
damage.
How long can this go on?
Maybe we should play slower because now maybe they just know we have brawl or something, right? I don't know.
Yeah, let's go down a bit.
It pulls
Probably
small
gonna be-
guys, which is good because that just makes our draws better forever. It's
Yeah.
great.
So Blade push 9 is my instant thought.
Yep. You don't hero power. We're all right.
Yeah.
If they don't have brawl, we're kind of just winning, right? Yeah.
They have to AoE, so there's just no reason to play into it. It's just play
Yeah.
push 9.
It makes the Tidecaller brawl outcome slightly better with 1 attack, but
Oh.
it gives us a worse outcome. Yeah, I know. Consider. Yeah, we don't.
Okay.
There's the one in our hand already.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we want 1/2 to survive?
We want the 2/3 to survive, right?
Oh yeah, the 2/3 seems better.
It's fine.
It's fine also, right?
It's not that much damage. I'd rather prevent damage than
Yeah, it seems good.
here.
We got a 4, but it's still insane.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's do that one.
And you can probably play the Vile Fend, but we might hedge against second brawl, depends.
Pinch of death.
Do the Tyronius again.
We should have thought about positioning. Well, it always comes, yeah, it comes to the right of it, so we should have, but
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop.
Okay.
okay. The 7 drops, there's Curator. Doesn't really, so the Vile Fend can go to a 10/10 is the big reason to play it.
I would like to play
I'd
it.
like to play it, yeah.
Play it.
I would too.
Man, that is not the summoner that I was expecting.
Not quite.
Yeah. I mean, they had already drawn Dino Size, and I doubt that they play 2.
They do play 2. That is kind of insane to me. You can play 2 8-mana spells that rely on you having a board, plus Spikered Steeds. But, of course, it's still reasonably a good card. A 6-mana 4/4 that summons, say, another 4/4 at the low end.
Well, yeah. If you look at its stat line, it passes the vanilla test significantly. It's like 8/8 for 6.
Yeah, and
Really good.
oftentimes it's way above that. If you hit Spikered Steed,
Right.
all of a sudden the average stat line's like a 9/9, because average 6 drops usually around 5/5. And then if you go to 8 drop, all of a sudden it jumps up to like 7/8 average stats, which is insane, or something like that. So it's a really good card if you're playing a deck like this one, where you can hedge against or hedge with larger spells.
There's an opportunity for Levy Lots to go wide on the board again, but the Primordial Drake is looming for the follow-up turn. If I'm Levy Lots, though, I'm kind of thinking about pulling out more Murlocs, so that way I can stop drawing them, and I want to draw my big, heavy hitters. But then there comes the problem of they're drawing so much from Finja that Call to Arms is not going to really do much outside of pull out Knife Juggler if it's and Righteous Protector if it's in the deck still. Twitch chat seems to believe that the taunts will beat the Murlocs at this stage.
I wonder.
And I'm inclined to agree with Brawl and Primordial Drake and a Ravaging Ghoul to help pick up any kind of Sleep of the Fishes combo.
I want to sway the hive mind. Twitch chat, use your power to vote Murlocs.
No, Twitch chat, just do what you're going to do.
No, Twitch chat,
Taunts.
vote Murlocs.
Well, they are, but Taunts is growing.
No, Twitch chat, please.
A vote for Taunts is a vote for victory. Actually, it's starting to look kind of dicey based off the 10-10, but they had the Execute ready to go, and they have Ravaging Ghoul and Blood Razor as well.
Murlocs.
Man, they actually, this is starting to get really annoying. That Dino Size ended up becoming huge here. Oh, they're voting for Murlocs. It's all good. A vote for Tom is actually a vote for cheat, if you think about it.
A vote for Murlocs is a vote for TJ, but let's go ahead and listen in now to Team Liquid as they're trying to stay alive with the brawl.
What do you think about just like executing it?
I don't
Or
know.
armoring up?
We have this.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if they bone merit, we can't really clear.
Yeah, it's tricky.
We saw one Dino Size.
Do you like Stonehill?
I'm fine with both.
I'm fine with
I'm fine with
Execute
both.
actually.
It's up to you.
I
up to you.
I like execute.
Okay.
They've used one Dino Size, they have another, but we'll probably make a taunt wall by that time.
How close are we to the quest?
We have 2 damage
I want 3 health, so Tide Caller, Rock Bullet, War Leader, Hero Power.
Do we War Leader? Yeah. They need to rip the clear. We think. Yeah, I mean, they've had great Whirlwind sleeps this game.
Do we Aldor over Hero Power?
Well, we would Aldor over War Leader, I think.
I'm saying, do we play our whole hand and not Hero Power? Because Hero Power is weak to Drake.
If they Drake, they're getting hurt, right? They're getting real hurt. Getting very hurt if they Drake.
Okay.
So if we play the War Leader, it's a little bit more vulnerable to non-AoE plays, just spot removal plays.
We play the War Leader. Like,
It seems good to me.
We're pretty
I mean,
sold
it gives
on
them
Hero
the,
Power
it
War
gives
Leader,
them
right?
the Blood Razor into it, but that's all.
yes.
I like the War Leader.
Leap.
That does 3 AoE.
Yeah, that
First
does
one-
3
that
AoE.
does
We
3
do it.
AoE, right?
Yeah,
First one does 1,
2,
Death
3.
Rattle the second, 3, yeah.
Yeah.
So just play Blood Razor, Punch Face, because we want to proc the second one.
Yes. They have no cards, so it's good.
Yep, Battle Cry, Death Rattle, yep.
It works.
Oh, no,
No, we want the second
No,
one.
we want the second one so we can
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
have it the wheel with next turn.
Yep.
Wait, do we actually?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we do. We have weapons coming. Our quest is almost complete.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
do
a
it.
good point. That's a good point.
worth it. Pretty sure. At this point, like if we just live like 2 turns, we win, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Two more taunts.
We just hero power.
I think I want a 3-3. You don't.
Well, the 3-3 just dies, and we're never threatening their 8 health. What's their quest at? 5 or 6?
Yeah, it's 5.
I mean, it's very likely they have taunts in hand, so they're going to complete, they're going to play taunts, and then it's like, what do the 3-3s do? We
Makes
can never
the
kill them
taunts
is
one.
the issue. If we played both, we could top deck a dino size. To
They
kill
have
a taunt.
taunts.
To kill a taunt. Like, what are our outs here? It's spiteful stuff. Harem.
Bone Mare.
Yeah.
I think it's likely they have a Drake, and if we play all our stuff, it just ties.
Are we beating a Drake?
We can.
Can.
What do you like, Wes?
I like hero power.
No Aldor.
I think so.
I like
I
Drake
like
Armorsmith.
Yeah.
Yep. Wait.
No. I like Stonehill. Well, actually, we can.
No, we have the
complete
4-8 on
quest.
board, right? It's
We
good.
complete the quest, but like the thing is, what if they have call to arms or something? We can't really like clear it that well. Can we? I guess we have weapon plus ghoul. It should be good enough. Yeah, just Drake Armorsmith.
Yeah, Drake Armorsmith, I like it.
Made to fit.
Hey, it's your boy.
Well, it's Aldor corridor, right?
Which one do you want, Aldor?
Follow the rules.
Yeah, I want Aldor down to 1 health.
I want to outdoor them to 1 health. Money. Muzzy, 28 to 2017. Forget me. Dan, I'm out of here. I can't even speak anymore.
Team Liquid is about to close out this game, even though they're down to 8 health. There's no real burn in a Murloc Paladin from hand directly past the taunts. And I think Ironfur Grizzly or Tarlord is good enough. Looks like they picked Tarlord because they're able to finish out the game anyways. Oh, sorry, that was the minion that they needed for the quest. So yeah, absolutely don't need the Ironfur Grizzly. Now they just have to make sure to not die in any silly way possible through, I guess,
Second dino
yeah,
size.
second dino size or
Equality consecration plus hero power second dino size.
yeah, I'm thinking like Tarim or like other things that can really help punish them. But it seems like they're good with the Armor Smith. It means their life gain is always going to be very high total.
Yeah. They're giving up the armor now, but like with the Armor Smith, they'll be able to keep that going. Hero power hits Scorno Creeper so they can save even more health. And at this point, it's pretty much smooth sailing for Team Liquid. Don't really see a way that Lovey Lots can come out of this one, and I'm pretty sure they know almost all 30 cards exactly of the list from Team Liquid, so I don't even know if they can gain much information even out of this anymore. But Lovey Lots is not a team that suffers from like morale loss very much. When they start losing, it just means they start to get more serious and talk about plays more. That's it. Maybe joke around a little bit less, but they never really get discouraged.
Yeah, I mean, I think the emotional state of Lovey Lots is a lot more somber, though. You can just listen to their tone and, not as much jokes and whatnot about like, oh yeah, kill them until they're dead. It's more like, okay, so how do we pull ourselves out of this? A lot lower energy. That's kind of a live and die by the meme, so to speak. Call to Arms, not really sure what it can do significantly. We'll pull out Righteous Protector and Next Jugglers. I guess Hydrologist at this point. But that's just more armor and inevitability for Team Liquid.
Follow the rules.
And a Tempo Aldor just to get a 3-3 on the board. And Team Liquid's got no lack of threats, to say the least.
This is a formality at this point for most of the game. Team Liquid has all but secured it, and I think Lovey Lots trying to once again pull information just in case they weren't sure about something. but that should be it. I don't think any one card can save Lovey Lots. Next turn should be the final turn here. Yeah, second Dino Size.
No use.
Oh, I like it.
Hiding information now as the Murloc Paladin
yes.
is about to get eliminated.
That's what you want to see. Game 5 is going to go to Team Liquid, and they are climbing back into the score count. And if you think about it too, you know, Team Lovey Lots probably still
have. I think Zoo is definitely vulnerable to getting.
Oh, it's Chalky. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. I didn't even know who it was at one point. I was really confused.
I put on my
robe
and wizard
excuse
hat.
me, sir. You can't be sitting there. Knew it. I just had a feeling. It's like you wouldn't put... Look, first of all, we knew Chalky was playing Warlock in general, but you just don't queue Control Warlock against the Quest Warrior. And this would be quite a coming out party for the Zoo Demon Lock that's been tweeted out by Amnesiac and played by a lot of net deckers afterwards. It's actually a very powerful deck. However, we haven't seen it this weekend yet. So this will be, what would it look like with all the new cards from Kobolds and Catacombs?
But one thing to that I can hope doesn't happen is Lovey Lots throughout the regular season has been referring to Blood Reaver Gul'dan as Suckman. I really hope that Chalky doesn't take this cosplay literally.
What do you mean?
I hope he just starts not biting people.
Oh. Yeah, but he'd have to go and bite Team Liquid guys, you're saying, right? Like he'd walk over and chomp on them? That's a little weird.
Which I'm pretty sure would be automatic disqualification.
Yeah,
at least a game loss.
Because he could see their game screen.
He could see their game screen.
Yeah, yeah. And also because, you know, brutality is not allowed here.
That's also right.
Yeah. So kind of focusing on this deck here, Malchezaar Zimp and Cobalt Librarian, all really powerful early game plays. So is the Bloodsail Corsair, which weapon destruction does kind of matter against Blood Razor if you want to stop them from being able to use it very effectively for maximum value. Now, the power behind this deck is that it still has the Blood Reaver Gul'dan, at least from what I see from the list, but it doesn't have a lot of those late game demons like Void Lord. Instead, they top out at Bone Mirror.
Yeah. They do run Crystal Weaver, probably.
Yeah.
If this list is similar to what Amnesiac was running on ladder.
Right.
Which allows them to get synergy with those early demons. And it's just sort of, you know, the Zoo Warlock that started to become a little popular towards the end of Knights of the Frozen Throne with a couple of the cool new tools from Kobolds. But let's go ahead and listen into these teams as we are early on in this game.
There's one play. Let's do it.
I want Stonehill next turn. Can you do that for me, Show?
Yeah.
Can you get me a Stonehill?
Stonehill would be great.
It's a Stonehill.
Want?
That'd be the best.
Yeah, double one.
So we hold the coin, yeah, forever. So we go 1/1.
Alright, I free draw. This is important.
Arc Reaper, Stonehill, Acolyte.
It's fine.
It's okay, I guess.
Armor.
Blood Razor.
I'm gonna play a Dark Reaper,
Yeah, 3 mana.
Reaper is pretty good against Razor.
which is quite likely their keep.
Yep.
That or fishes. Far right. Threaten Direwolf.
Blood Razor here.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, right?
What do we poke?
I don't know that we poke.
Right.
where
What,
were
what
you?
is their next turn? Like Siren
They have
Knight?
coin. They can have coin 5 if they want.
Yeah.
With Serenite.
Yeah, they do have coin 5.
The thing is, if we play a Blood Razor this turn, we can just play a Blood Razor over it and then punch, and then it clears everything. It does 2 damage AoE. Not
Do
that
have
good.
fish.
Like we can also go chain gank into Brawl.
We should probably play Blood Razor this turn
Yeah, I think so too.
because it gets rid of that's just too much damage.
Yeah, I agree.
So we're playing that. The question is whether or not we hit.
I feel like overriding it just for the extra AoE.
It's bad, yeah.
It's bad, right?
But we also might just be playing Brawl next turn.
I don't know, we can just play Saronite.
Yeah.
Or Stonehill.
Yeah.
But the question is, do we poke?
I don't think so. I don't think we do. It's just too much extra damage, right?
It will stack up real quick.
Yeah.
And it blows.
Yeah, it's just you ever want a coin here to maintain pressure.
Well, we're gonna get to Creeper next turn is the nice part, and it doesn't die to the sleep is nice. I think we might want to coin. Which one do you want to coin? You obviously the Dreadlord, right?
Not
Yeah.
paying 5 for a creep.
I value pressure over.
I do too. There's a chance we don't Gul'dan, right? If we draw Doomguard and such, it's just insane.
Unleash me.
Actually, we can just go with Stonehill or Saronite this turn.
You would Doomguard if they had it, right?
Saronite into Stonehill Tar. I like Saronite. If he bumps, we have sleep.
I like Saronite on the first look, so
Brawl
Yeah,
is just
they
a
don't
chance
have
we
good
lose.
trades with the plebs,
Saronite?
right?
Yeah.
you know the thing is that do we have time to we have time to play Brawl later, right? Because I'm thinking like if we just
Like set
win
up
the
lethal or something.
no, I say like if we win the Brawl now, we can just like punch like the 1-2 or the 1-1, and then we'll have taunt into taunt. I don't know, but it's probably
kind of just win if we win the Brawl now. But I think Saronite's just fine. I don't know.
so. What can they do for Saronite?
Nothing really. They have to bump the 4/5 into it.
I think Brawl is fine. I like Brawl.
Want to Brawl?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. We have sleep, so.
Yeah.
Nice. Punch it.
Super important. Nice.
Teach me.
Big Brawl comes in for Team Liquid as they're able to clear the board. Lovey Lots has more gas now that they have the quarter creeper ready to go. Now, one thing that we kind of pointed out, and you heard the comms, is how Lovey Lots was timing their coin, and they wanted a coin to Blood River Gul'dan, and now they're kind of stuck with an awkward hand where Blood River Gul'dan still might not come out if they're forced to use Soulfire at all during this game, prior to Blood River Gul'dan summoning his battle cry.
Yeah, Blood River Gul'dan is a lot of times in a primary win condition this matchup because the Taunt Warrior just has so much removal and you have to trade in so many of your minions that eventually you get down to the point where you have to play it, and the game usually goes that long unless you blow them out early. So also Team Liquid's probably not going to be able to win without the hero power.
Right.
They're usually not going to get so far ahead on board that Lovey Lots won't have anything to play, and they'll be able to, just keep going with taunts. But
Trog Gloom Eater is the cheapest taunt that they have. But Giant Mastodon could also be like just a huge taunt wall that gets in the way of stuff. I can see the merits of both. Let's see. What was their quest at? Was it 3?
only 2, I believe.
Nope, was that 1?
Yeah.
Now it's at
Oh
2.
wow. Okay.
Jeez.
Wait,
So yeah, they need to pick cheaper taunts. If they were like halfway across, then maybe could they justify playing the Mastodon?
yeah. For some reason, I had thought that they had played the Saronite Chain Gang earlier, but they still had both in their hand, and they had played Brawl instead. But they do draw the Blitzhell Corsair, so they'll be able to get rid of this weapon. It'll still, proc the Whirlwind effect.
Right, and now they can use Immortal Coil.
Just keep cycling through their deck. Hand is really awkward right now because of these double Soulfires, but
some more cycle. They just need to get through their deck, so they can draw the Doom Guards and other really powerful cards as well. Although Doom Guard does get a little bit dicey because of the way Blood River Gul'dan's in their hand.
Yeah.
Would you ever try and Soulfire play around sleep with the fishes here? as a 5-4.
That's a pretty risky move.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know.
is. But I mean, at the same time, it feels like Save the Fishes is such a big threat at this point. Let's go ahead and start listening in. Team Liquid is about to stabilize.
But then we don't. I guess we don't develop.
Next turn we have double Serenade.
Yeah, like why do we need
don't-
sleep,
Why
right?
don't we just sleep here?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, let's think about it a bit, okay? So what do they do next turn?
It's Bone Mirror, and that's really bad.
Yeah,
right?
Bone Mare destroys us.
Yeah, we can't take 7, no. I think we have to
We have
sleep.
to sleep.
Yeah.
We punch as well, I think.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Because we're playing minions next turn, and then we're damaging our own minions.
It's true.
Yeah, but like
what are we
what does
punching?
2
Oh, I guess
kill
we're,
anyway?
we're punching the Voidwalker. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. We might not need, but if we're punching the Voidwalker,
White Voidwalker, they don't have...
well, they might have a Voidwalker next turn or something, right?
I just feel like the whirlwind effect is.
Okay, we can hold the weapon charge. I'm
Alright,
fine. We're
okay.
going double Serenade anyway, so it doesn't really
Yeah, yeah,
matter,
sure,
right?
sure. Yeah,
Like
I
we're
like
gonna be able to punch next turn.
We tap.
Yeah,
We play that, it survives Drake.
so does. Yeah, we have to weapon it, but we need cards to get to grenade 9. Like,
No, I think we play that.
what about the next 2?
Survives Drake. You want to trade it and Soulfire the Drake.
Yes.
Set up for Bone Marrow off the top, that'd be insane. Maybe just
Yes.
puts them off the Drake.
Yes, if we tap, play the captain, have nothing, they Drake,
They Drake and
You-
they start hitting us, right?
Yes, we lose.
We're kind of dying.
play that.
We need to play it.
We have a lot of taunts we can.
We have 3. We have 3 taunts.
We have taunts.
Oh, we
3
have
and
1
4,
drop
yeah.
taunts, but
I would like to play
I want to
5.
play it. I agree with Muzz.
Yeah.
Alright. I like punching now, though. I don't want to execute it, do you?
Wait, why do we punch it?
No,
So if
They're
they
not
don't
punching
Punch
it,
face.
we're punching
Uh,
face.
punch face.
face. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we're gonna kill them.
Serenade, Serenade.
How long can this go?
And this is a good card, Toad Warrior.
Yeah, it's insane. I didn't realize
How
it.
long can this go on?
Right now on board, after the trade, they have 8. We need to tap, right?
Yeah.
Oh, tap.
Might need to play that.
Kind of need to do that, yeah. And the Voidwalker, right? Or, yeah, and the Voidwalker, right? Because we need the taunt off the Gul'dan.
Do we need the
Right.
Voidwalker?
I think we do. That's my
Why?
take. It's a 50-50 on the Gul'dan keep if we do Voidwalker first. If we pitch the Voidwalker, but not the Gul'dan, we're sad, right?
Not really.
We're at 12, they have 6. They hit us, they play a taunt, I'm dying.
Out of time. Why do you go? Who dares summon me?
Captain got pitched. And
I want to just go.
I want a full clear because of Bone Mare.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But we lose to Despicable a little bit harder.
It's fine.
So you want to go?
It's more scary, right?
Yeah. So we're
Ah,
executing the 5-5. We're face tanking the 5-3, and we're going
Oh,
bump
we,
bump.
we hit this here.
You want to trade a Serenite?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
do you,
Wait,
do
let's
you
think
wanna
about
save
it. Let's think
We
about
could
it.
save a Serenite and take a little bit more damage, but we don't push 2. Pushing 2 is pretty relevant right now. I think I like pushing 2 more. But I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
I think I like hitting the Voidwalker.
Okay, and then trading off 1 Serenite.
Yeah.
Okay, and
I
that
think
also
so,
that's not bad against Despicable either.
Yeah,
I like that
it.
more. Do it.
I mean, they've already played 1, but I think it's fine. Yeah, I like this, I like this. Even if the Gul'dan will have Brawl and we're like super close to the quest, so we're fine. And it's also 2 turns away.
tap.
I believe so. I mean,
Why?
if we don't
if
tap,
they play 2 taunts, and you have the mana to Sulfurous kill us.
so you're thinking they might have a cheap Stonehill card, and they draw and they play a rat. Sulfurous. Just hit us in the head. They don't even need the RNG. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we just captain.
So we show them we have Gul'dan, they play around it, but what can they realistically do? They're going to play taunts, we're going to make a bunch of men, they're going to Sulfurous, and the fiesta begins.
Yes.
Do we need more resources post-thing? It's kind of sketchy just because of Rat, like the fact that they have 2 of those in their list. Would they have Rat? Yeah.
We're coming down to the wire. What's going to happen? Team Liquid picks up kind of a weak card here. The Armor Smith does gain them life, but they can't finish the quest, giving Lots just a little bit more time. A lot of teams are going to come back, but...
This one's going to come down to the wire, I feel.
Yeah.
It feels like Team Liquid, as long as they can draw a taunt within the next couple of cards, are going to have a little bit of an edge. But as Chalky so eloquently put it, the fiesta begins. That poisonous taunt is quite annoying. They're also going to give just a ton of armor with this Armor Smith. Sitting behind, plus Ally Armor Smith, it's going to have to come down to effectively a board bout, and I feel like Team Liquid, with the Brawl in hand, is going to win that one in the long run.
Yeah, a lot of demons come back, but the Brawl does... I mean, Team Liquid does not have the quest finish, which is the really big deal.
That's close, though. Just one more taunt, and they'll be able to finish the quest, so...
Close, but they also have a lot of removal spells that can just be dead, and then that gives Warlock some buffer time to gather some resources. The big thing was that Lots was hedging their bets just in case Team Liquid could finish the quest, but by doing that, they've also given up their ability to have resources for a post-clear refill.
Yeah.
That's a lot of life being gained, like you said. That's not a quest completion.
I think Brawl's going to have to come out here. Probably push 3 damage, first and foremost. I don't think they can really wait.
Would you? I don't. Oh man, I consider brawling and killing a big minion as well, but that's tough. This is tough to listen. Tough to figure out. Let's listen in to Team Liquid and see what they're talking about.
Yeah, I guess we just brawled, right?
Yeah, so push the face damage, right?
Yeah, I mean, the board doesn't really get much better.
Yeah. Just the Bone Mare is a little scary.
Yeah, it's just only the Bone Mare.
Alright, Armor Smith. Don't like Kit Kat.
Do we play Ghoul?
No, not first at least. I played second. He's just gonna bite it. We have 1 more sleep left. You want it. It's fine. There's no point in playing Ghoul. It just gets bit. We still set up lethal.
Okay.
So how many cards do we
We
have?
Keleseth first. The 2/2 on board. We also only have 8. Yeah, we're gonna need only 1
Okay.
draw, and we need our guys to be buffed for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
We have 2 chain gangs in there. That's great.
Truth is found.
So we're pitching another Soulfire. We can go in the middle.
Who dares summon me?
There's 2 Soulfires gone. That's Kelly. We suck.
We have a lot of time. There we go.
Can't play it though.
Huh?
Can't play the weapon. I mean, what else?
Play the weapon, right?
Yeah, we killed which one?
We hit the face, right?
Yeah,
I like face. I really like.
But
Wait.
we heal again.
Yeah, but then we still set up lethal, right?
Or we hit
Yeah.
face again.
Or do you want to start clearing the board because he doesn't have any minions? I kind of like clearing the
I
board.
kind of like clearing the board.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Alright.
I want the 8 damage treat like Doomguard or something.
Yeah,
right?
so let's Sulfurous, the 2/2. Right?
This is irrelevant.
That's irrelevant because they've used all their discards.
Yeah, there are no more discards.
We have time.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we didn't, Muzz. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna play things. We're gonna double trade Suck It, right?
Yeah.
Because it can attack. We could turn off the attack, but we have to bust through it. So we're gonna double trade and we're gonna play both, right?
My hunger
Rolls are going. It's Sleep with the Fishes, number 2. And like Primordial Drakes.
Yeah. Primordial Drake's still great. Yeah. This has the most attack, but we don't want to taunt next to each other anyway. Theoretical Garrosh.
With turn 7, we played a top deck.
No, stop. I've got the cards. It's fine.
7 was Captain.
It's fine, guys. It is not fine. Inside joke.
We could do that and not push.
And not
damage.
push, right? That's what we're gonna do. We don't want to lose guys.
Yeah.
We need them.
Yep. Bone Mares are coming. They're in there, you know. Just so you guys know back at home, they're there.
unleash me.
Trust us. That's 2 golems that they've played.
I don't know. I mean, it's just Bone Mare, right? Like, that's the only card that's scary.
Do they maybe even still push the damage? No. Do we ever play the ghoul?
Yeah, wait.
What are we saving the ghoul for? Huh?
For sleep
For sleep.
and execute.
So if we play this, they just...
I mean, like, so you want to execute like or the minion he
Well, if
draws?
we, what does the ghoul do?
It's like a 3/3 on board that maybe he has to siphon and doesn't siphon our face.
He's gonna siphon this, and he's gonna trade this into this.
Yeah,
And they don't push this damage, which is only 2.
I think we just play Direhorn.
Sure.
So scared of Bone.
So they have.
Okay.
Alright, so do that on Tar Creeper and hit face.
Yep.
Let's go.
What could be the card they're holding?
Something they can't play, right?
Execute.
So it could have been execute fishes. Could be a. Kind of tough to consider other stuff. We've got a Bone Mare. We drew our other Dreadman. We got a Chain Gang, Bone Mare, Malcolm, Voidwalker. Damn. Alright, I want to value trade. Force them to have a ghoul.
Yeah.
Or a second thing. Second Drake.
Agree.
Put this here.
You are not the boss of me.
Slowly getting to the point where we win through hero powers if they keep missing.
Alright.
We execute
Yeah,
it.
you
And
shoot
ghoul
first. You
also.
shoot first. You shoot first.
Wait,
What? We wanna
Do we
ghoul
want
this?
it? No. Do we want it to go? Do we want it to go face, or do we want to just full clear? Full clear is better, right? For Bone Mare. So you ghoul, and then you hero power, and then you execute, because it's more likely to hit a minion if you
yeah, but if
Oh,
it hits
yeah.
the
ghoul
8
first.
one,
You ghoul first, and then you can execute after. Right?
But
Because Bone Mare is the only card that
they
loses
can
us the
shoot us
game.
4 times in a row.
Yeah, but the ghoul will trade with a minion and they'll die in time, I think.
yeah,
Right?
I think so.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
100% sure.
And besides, we're taking chances with the imp up, so it's better to.
So you
ghoul.
want to ghoul then shoot, right?
Yes, ghoul
Okay,
then shoot.
okay. I'm good with that.
Now execute. Because they're probably gonna have to bite the 3/3 and hope something connects.
So
What do they have?
we suck the 3/3, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Out of executes, they have 1 ghoul left. They have a sleep. They have 1 Drake. They have a bunch of taunt men. They've got like rats. 2 rats, an armor smith. They have acolytes that are bad. Yeah.
We never like hold Voidwalker.
For the Bone Mare? No. We want
We want it to attack.
Yeah, we want it to attack. We want them to miss and it to attack, for sure, for sure. the 6 is so relevant it sets up lethal.
The menagerie is for
Or, you know, chumps a taunt. They have Drake 6-9. So our plan gets significantly harder now. They did miss though. Bone Mare, Bone Mare, Bone Mare, Bone Mare. Yes. Suffer!
Okay, so they have Drake.
Yep. They,
Can we
it's
play the
Direhorn.
Patriarch?
It's Direhorn.
Okay, we'll have that too, yeah.
Do the other things. Yeah, hero
Hero
power,
power.
and then 2-5.
Yep. So what's bad? Face is bad?
No, yeah, face is the worst. That's fine. Yeah, we set up lethal.
I'm out of cards.
So their hand is Drake. We trade the 2-6.
Yeah. Do we try to suck face 3? Can we?
I think
They have
so.
Smith still, right?
So if we suck the 6-9, it means we get to suck it again, right?
Yeah, but then what do we do about the Drake?
Yeah.
So many bloody decisions.
Suck
If you
three
suck face
times.
3 times, they have 2 Smiths still, right? They didn't play any.
Yeah.
Can't beat
They
those.
have 1 Armor Smith and 2 Ally Armor Smith.
They have any card that will
It's
draws them.
well, they get 2 draws, right? They get true draws.
Well, if
I
they-
think it's suck face.
My hunger grows. How long?
Not 100%. We get to, if they miss on this, we get to trade and suck it next turn, or we don't need to suck it next turn then, and then we have, oh, yeah, it's suck face.
I like face.
Now.
Face, right?
Shoot. Just shoot. There's no discussion about it.
Yeah, just shoot.
I think we want the taunt or something. I don't know.
I mean, don't we hit the taunt first to have a higher chance
I
to
don't
shoot
know.
face?
Oh yeah. Give me a second to think.
No, I think he's right. I think we'll have to shoot the... I think we'll have to shoot the taunt first. To hit the taunt and then hero power.
No, Cho's right. We wanna hit the taunt. Like we wanna hit the taunt first with our
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, hit the
We want to
taunt
hit
with our
face
guy.
with a hero power, right?
Serenite, man, that was the card that did it. Alright. Okay.
Lose.
Yeah, that's fine. No, we're
This is fine, right?
yeah, we win. We win, I'm pretty sure. Right? Because we trade that, 6 goes there. They take 1. No, we're dead.
Traitor guy.
Whoa.
Oh, that kills us.
No. We suck face and pass.
Yeah, then they're 1 off.
We need an armor card or lethal? Sleeps lethal.
Sleep.
Oh. Okay, I heard them get excited.
Yeah.
Oh, no, maybe they said no. Maybe they said no.
That was too easy.
Oh, Ghoul
Suck.
man.
The suck plan.
That was my bad. Can you say corridor next time in Baltimore? Cause
I'm sorry, Muzz.
Yeah,
I know what you
guys
mean
said-
now.
you
Wait,
guys said
confusion.
Yeah, I got confused.
I said creeper and I
Tar
meant
creeper,
tar
yeah.
creeper.
Plan. They chose to queue this warlock into the taunt warrior. So
And the shaman and the mage.
once again, and Team Liquid putting their faith in the elements.
That's right. Unstable Evolution, of course, being one of the really cool new tools to use for Shaman. Able to time it the exact moment you need, but also in pinch scenarios where maybe you just need to evolve a quarter creeper as like a Hail Mary scenario if you can get it for 0 mana. And the Jade Claws and the Firefly is like the really big thing. Team Liquid lands their early game plays, and Shaman is so dependent on that. Otherwise, they'll have to fight from a big deficit, and that's not what the class is good at. Oh, that's a Kel'Seth in the opening hand, and we've seen a couple of Kel'Seth games today that just end up making the game almost like a default win.
Sure, yeah.
I'm not sure how good Zoo is at landing the default win, but I do know that as a deck that has access to life tap, it does end up stacking the advantage. So the longer the game goes, assuming life total doesn't matter, it's going to strongly favor the Warlock because of that Kel'Seth draw.
Yeah, and both teams have Corridor Creeper in the opening hand, so you can cancel those out.
You are not the boss of me.
Not 1-1. I think Shaman is one of the classes that can utilize it the best, to be honest. They can play it for free and then evolve it potentially, even out sometimes after a value trade.
Yeah. Yeah, Shaman's really powerful to swing with tempo you saw their ability to utilize Sting from below in the previous metas, and Corridor Creeper just adds to that. Play all of the free 0-mana 5/5s. It just seems like that's just the thing, right? 0-mana 5/5s. There's Cabal Crystal Runner. There's
it is the new 4-mana 7/7.
There's Corridor Creeper. There's also like the if you think about it, Ink Master Solia is just like a free 5/5.
Yeah. In a sense, you know, it depends on what spell you use after it. You know,
right.
But Arcane Tyrant as well. It's a 4/4. It's a 5/5 in Spirit.
It's 5/5 after you've Keloseth.
Yeah, it is. You're right. That's seeing play in Druid primarily, I believe. It's great to follow up with Ultimate Infestation because you're drawing so many of your cards that it's like, wow, cool. Drew a 4/4 that I can play for free.
Love you lots with the bump in case that the J Clause does come out and they eliminate Keloseth. But looks like Team Liquid's going to favor that anyways.
And trading over the Malkazar thing.
Oh, stopping the Flame Tongue as well, which is really important. Ooh. I mean, that's going to be really good as the game goes on, but Lovey Lots has a life tap play right now, which is something not that they're looking for. They'd rather life tap after they have dumped a lot of their cards as opposed to this early into the game. Let's go ahead and start listening to the teams.
We're going to trade the 1/1. That's healable, right. Of course. Of course, of course. Trade. You can coin it. No, we can play it for free.
Yeah.
Play it for free. I think we coin the Flame Elemental because we have Flame Tongue.
What about evolving it?
Not evolving it this turn. They can't kill it.
Yeah, that's true.
So we can get the value trade first.
Don't play it for free though.
It's for free. It's 2. Or not for free, it's 2.
Yeah, okay.
I kind of like coin Flame Elemental. We can go Flame Tongue and evolve as well.
Yeah.
You'd like that or no?
Trying to think what's good against, so
Could be good to evolve it, right?
it's bad against Patches, that's only it.
It is bad against Patches, very bad against Patches. They would have played Patches that turn unless they have Captain. If they play a Patches card, we can Corridor Creeper trade. I'm concerned that they have a Corridor Creeper.
So you wanna coin it?
It's up to you. We can save the coin for I think holding coin's fine. We can save the coin for Doppel Evolve, but
We can save it, I think.
We want to play the 6/6 one.
What if we make a big
Tar Creeper? It is a 4/6, which means it does line up into the Dreadlord. The thing I don't like about that is they're most likely to evolve their guy, right? But the payoff is huge because of
You're not
free.
killing our Tar Creeper.
What do you mean? They need 1 extra damage.
Yeah.
And then they evolve their guy, and it's a huge guy,
they have
and
an
we're
extra
off.
guy. So they have 2 portals, a Jade Claws.
Yeah, they have tons of Flame
2 Flame
Tongues.
Tongues. It's 5.
So if we 6, they don't get the VT, is what I'm thinking. If we play a 6/6,
Outside of holding the creepers.
This one's never 0 next turn, right? 3 things can't die when we Dreadlord. This maybe doesn't. This probably doesn't die. Well, this doesn't die. Our Tar Creeper probably doesn't die.
I like 6/6.
Almost out of time.
I think we need to.
Yes.
This is a hard turn.
I think I wanna evolve it, man.
Yeah, me too.
You want to evolve it?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Punch face. Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Making sure there's no
H-Up is like
play.
super good.
You want to keep evolving?
Yeah, we need to, right? You get a free trade otherwise. You, Sarah? We need to do it again.
Yeah, have to do it again. It's not gonna. It'll always target it.
Will it?
Yeah, it'll always target it because it's the only minion on our side. It's good. I like just playing the Flame Elemental.
Yeah, me too.
You don't need to evolve it.
Alright, no taunts.
Alright, that pulls a 3/3 right now.
Yeah, we just make the biggest board.
So I'm feeling Tar Creeper Corridor.
Why?
What?
Make the biggest
I want to
boards.
soak their attack. And then play the captain for charge damage if we need to.
If it doesn't soak the
What's
attack.
the biggest board?
The
Captain Creeper?
Creeper.
What's your plan? VT the thing, go face for 6 and threaten? Because they can't do 7, that's true.
Yeah.
So we have a 4/4, a 3/3, a 6/6, and
5/5.
So
5/5.
possibilities.
It's 11,
You just need 2.
13, 14. Yeah, we just need 2. We have Creeper to defend. Zoe, what are your thoughts?
I'm fine with that.
I like it now that I consider it.
Yeah.
Almost out of time. The pirate's code. I'm in charge now.
You need 2 damage, Doomguard or Soulfire.
We have to trade. Don't we?
I mean, do we win if we trade ever? We're gonna be in the same spot next turn.
Well, we developed the Doppel, right?
Do they have to trade?
Yeah.
I wonder.
We trade, and then we play Doppel, right?
Yeah.
I think so, right? Is there anything
Only
else?
thing that makes sense to me.
Maybe the 6/6 or the 5/5?
We trade into the 6/6 because his damage interval isn't bad. It'll be at 6 health, so it's hard for them to trade into it. Right?
I wonder.
Sketchy though. The only play we have.
Yeah.
It's actually the only play we have.
Let's do this, right?
Yeah.
I don't see anything else.
There's little time. Get them, boys. Stealing toward
It's not lethal because they kill our stuff. So I want to trade, right? Like trade a lot and Dreadlord, kill stuff. We leave up one guy at a 2/1.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm holding on. Maybe it's go on
Get Doomguard and all 6 and clear the
and
whole board.
clear. Ooh, that's really good actually. That's really good. Good spot. Yeah,
Hold
we
on, let's consider
100% we do that.
Let's consider another thing.
But
Go face with the
I
Doomguard.
wonder.
Need 7.
Okay, let's see what the Doomguard discards. We want to do it.
Who dares summon
Well, that's our
me?
damage card, which makes going face appetizing.
You need 7.
You want to die to Bloodlust?
What do you mean? We're trading. Okay. What do you think here, Zoe? They get a VT is my issue, and then they can evolve it to an 8/8. I'm gonna trade. We have a Bone Mare. Like they need to
Yeah.
take us off board exactly with like Law's
Law's
Portal
Lightning.
or Lightning. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that's hiding. Isn't Powerful better?
Have more minutes? Like, do we care to have more minutes?
Yeah, because we have Flame Tongue.
Tonight,
Might get patches here, so wait a
terrible tragedy.
more patches. Probably that side, yeah.
So we're gonna Bone Mare.
Owner the captain, kill Barnes. I have 3 into 0/3.
Yeah, just full trade, right?
Yes.
We don't need to
Yes, we're
do
trying to win
anything
the long
crazy.
game here because they've developed.
Do you want to Bone Mare a pirate? That's not a consideration. They would have Galaka'd. Yeah, stupid. Okay. So the thing about those trades is it sets up exactly 2/3 health things for a Flame Tongue. Or no, yeah, it does. It does. So we could think about killing a 1/1 over a 0/3. No,
Well,
that's the same thing.
What
That's the same thing.
What if we bone marry
This guy.
this guy then?
I think that's better.
Okay.
It's worse against Jade Lightning.
Why?
Because we're at 4/2.
He goes to 4. Jade Lightning. This goes to 3. Yeah, it's a little worse against Jade Lightning.
Jade Lightning versus Flame Tongue.
About equal, but Flame Tongue's more likely because they haven't been on board.
Agree.
Trade. So good on that.
Still have patches, right? 2-3. We can coin totem if you want.
This happens in the trades.
Yeah, that happens when the trades happen. Playing the mana tide no matter what. Right? We have to. Yeah. Here. We coin out our thing.
Man. Actually, if they didn't have
Worst draw.
Bone Mare, then maybe we would.
We were fine. Yeah.
The other ones are just animation.
Play that.
Yep.
Draw.
So play it straight up.
So good with
Oh yeah. Whoa. Wow. We play stuff
Yeah.
and we full trade.
the trades.
We're gonna not VT, right? Or
Maybe
are
a
we?
One health guy.
Play the
Actually,
stuff and then look
wait.
at
We can Doomguard into the 7/5.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Portal sucks. They need spell damage and it doesn't clear much
Use
either.
the most minions alive.
So the spell damage is bad either way for us. We have Ghoul Man in deck. We played a Doomguard. It's damage. We never got to play a Dreadman. We played 2 Malcamp. We played a Flame Imp. Let's go. Let's go. 7, 10, 14.
6.
Our technology almost beat us.
Up.
Yep.
Dreadlord.
Dreadlord.
This for 12.
Is there any crazy stuff that beats us? So we need to think about Devolve. We can't kill our 3 off for Doomsayer, and Chain Gang's better reload.
Yang's better reload gives him like revolve too.
You win this
Baby.
5-2.
cross that one off quick.
It's a win, and it comes down to potentially the one deck that could do it all for them. Team Liquid with the Mage deck, and what happened yesterday with this Mage deck is they fell behind in the series and were able to come back and
Win
from a
4 in a row.
4-1 deficit, a 3-game deficit just like they are now, and win out. So it's possible, and with the turn 1 Mana Worm, it's even more possible.
That's right. You saw the chat poll. Overwhelming odds. It's over 85% is voting for Team Love Your Loss. There's a few loyal Liquid fans. And, I mean, they are the 2 fan-favorite teams out of the finalists here. Team Love Your Lots, of course, playing a lot for the people, even naming themselves after popular meme, emoticon, and Twitch chat. And Team Liquid, of course, has 2 popular Hearthstone streamers in Dog and Show.
Wow.
And that is a Prince Kel'Seth draw for Team Love You Lots.
And
with a Bloodsail Corsair in hand to draw patches.
Not only that, but just the hand beyond that is a nice supporting cast to this great opening hand with 4-1 drops. This is going to get quite dicey very fast.
Okay, but, I mean, Team Liquid has a curve. They just played River Crocodilus, but they also have Kirin Tormage into the Explosive Runes and the Cabal Crystal Runner for a 1-2-3-4. So that's, you know, that's pretty good. That's almost as good as it gets for a Mage deck like this when you're off the coin. So let's go ahead and start listening to the teams and see what's going to happen here.
We want 1 health stuff not next to each other.
Yep.
We kept the Valet and 1 other card.
It's going to be a 3, right? It's going to be a playable 3. The 1 health stuff goes far away.
Why do you go?
Got the far left card is a keep. The Creeper's buffed. We need to remember Kel'Seth buff. This could be a secret. It could be a Kirin Tor. Yeah, they were hoping they hit a secret or an Arcanaut. They thought this is a good hand. It's all right. So counterspell doesn't matter. Runes matters. Entity matters. I want to play a small thing as my instinct.
Yeah, we want board.
I don't
See
want to
what the card
cop.
is.
I don't want to give them an entity creeper. That's for sure.
Okay, so we
So,
play the.
I want to blow up an imp.
Yes.
Whoa, not the Flame Imp?
No,
No,
that one's bigger.
That one attacks.
We're killing them. They're secret
Yes.
mage. Their only win con is a Lunith and a blocks and freezes.
Punch them so they're dead, Zilli. Punch them so they're
You
dead.
are not the boss of me.
Yep. Also saved us a health.
So,
Positioning meteor. Glyph into cone
Protocol
first.
this turn.
Yeah, glyph into cone.
So
Well, we're gonna trade. We're gonna make trades. Are we
Yeah.
trading board?
We're
Whole board?
No, we're trading 1 health.
No, I think we can trade whole board, right?
I
It's
like
just fine.
I like trading
We
1
get a
health.
1/1.
No, I like trading 1 health into the 4-3s and going face with the other ones. If he goes valet ping, then we just push more damage.
You can't valet ping.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
valet
okay.
into the 1-3 ping. Then we have a 2-4 value trade. It just pushes more damage overall.
Okay.
Push 2.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't want to push 2
I'm
when
gonna
he's at 30.
veto.
Yeah.
Nah.
Like 4 trades.
I'm gonna veto.
I don't like it.
Sorry. I love you, Muzz. Scam this guy. Looks good. Feels good. I'm doing it.
I'm late. I'm late.
This is not really much.
That, play this. Face.
Yep.
Think about the 1-1 VTing. It doesn't make much sense to me. We start thinking about Meteor now a little. We place bad stuff next to bad stuff. This goes far end. Okay.
Stuff.
So stuff. Stuff. This goes face. This goes face. This goes face. Yeah. There's no point for the 1. Okay. Imp. They played 4. 5/5 girl.
Fireball.
That last card that they have is off the top, so they haven't been planning around it up until this last turn. We do
got an
that,
idea.
and we take some really nice stuff.
Worm living.
Far right. Far right.
We value trade.
We VT and trade in our flame.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unleash me.
Get a Lunith, we might win. I like Fireball ping.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Alright. Stop top decking good stuff. No Serenites, nothing. Bad stuff.
Cooldown maybe. And
Play that first.
Portal.
And a Doomguard.
You could portal.
Portal. They can portal, right? Yeah. Right. Librarian.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seeing a plan here.
Mouse just went wild.
It's exciting sometimes.
That's not a good top deck.
That's fine. Top deck.
And Meteor, but I think Tome is probably the more likely. Like we need Kabbalah's Tome.
Yeah,
right?
well, this is not enough, so
I need
we'll always
this.
pick Lift, yeah.
yeah.
AI.
Can't play the weapon, which kinda sucks, but... Yeah, this ping, right?
Huh?
This and ping? You wanna
Play
first
this,
one?
counter spell. And we ping.
Yeah, ping seems better.
Do you want to just ping Frostbolt? Seems better. Buys us more
Seems
time,
better,
right?
Seems better. Seems
Ping
better.
Frostbolt.
Yeah, ping Frostbolt.
Like it?
I like
Yeah.
it.
That buys more time, true.
Alright, a Lunith. All we need. We're in it.
Yeah, that's a Frostbolt gone. Play
Top
this
one?
one. Yeah. Play the one that we planned around last turn. And this is it.
We're coming down to the wire, and I think a good summary of how this tournament began and ended with domination is just LUL running away with the game. There's nothing too dramatic about this one compared to maybe what happened in the Zoo Warlock versus the Warrior game. And LUL looks like they're going to close this out. 6-1, 6-2, and 6-2. That is an 18-4 score. We have ourselves a champion, Team LUL, representing America and Twitch chat around the world, are your Season 2 champions.
$75,000 first place prize. That's what happens when some of the best of North America come together as a team. And I don't think I've seen this dominating of a performance in any event from a single player or a single team in this case. They said they've never felt more confident, Soleil specifically, going into a tournament than they felt in this one. And the preparation and the adaptation with Kobolds and Catacombs paid off.
Yep, they are the ones who set the meta in the very beginning of the first day. A lot of teams copied their lineups, and then they innovated again, twice. They innovated for day 2 and innovated for day 3, bringing different decks, surprising their opponents with different strategies every single time, and once again, closing out with only 2 classes. They showed 5 decks the entire tournament, and they could have showed up to 9 or plus.
Yeah, we didn't see any Warrior decks from them. We didn't see any Hunter decks from them. It's just crazy. We did see any Druid, but granted, we did see Druid,
no
actually,
mage.
Dagger Druid. Yeah, it's just insane to me, the fact that they were just so far ahead. They came out day 1, and after they died,